Hey everybody, I'm Jareth from Reap What You Sow. Let me see if I can get out of this sun. It's shining bright. So today I was going to take you around and let you look at the garden. We had a hard freeze. I didn't cover anything up. Everybody was picking their satsumers and stuff off their trees. I didn't. I always thought the frost and the cold made them sweeter. I always leave mine, and mine looks good, y'all. They taste good, no problem at all. Let me show you. I still got satsumers everywhere on this tree. I have not got all these off. I'm working on it. I'm doing a little bit at a time. I can only do so much. I've been steadily giving them away, and they're just loaded. This tree is just massive. One thing I can tell you though is the peppers are history. They're gone. Now let's look at here. I should have did some covering up, but I didn't. Look at there. That's the little kale. See how it's like wilted, laid over? This is my lettuce. It's just slowly growing. I probably should have covered, but look at that pepper tree. It's dead. I'm going to cut that sucker off, leave the root. Hey, you never know. It might sprout back up next spring. So over here, we got my bok choy. The bok choy, I guess this is a mustard green or a turnip here in the middle of all this. My bok choy seemed to do pretty good. Looks good. I think this right here is my purple cauliflower, is what I've got planted here. I didn't put names down. That's my ignorance. I should have, because my memory is crazy. These are those coneflowers that I had planted in the spring that's just still like hanging around. I didn't pull them up or anything. But let's walk over here and let's look at the garlic and see how that's doing. Last time when we first planted, this is my first year growing garlic. When we planted it, it had like little bitty sprouts, a little green coming out of the top of the bulbs. And I planted it. Oh wow, guys, it's looking good. Look at there. I guess the garlic is doing pretty good. I hope I have a real good mess of this, because I sure want to do some fermentation and make me some of that honey garlic. Now look at the basil, guys. It died. I didn't pick it. I didn't come harvest all that because that's way too much basil, and I've already got so much dehydrated. So this is what I'm going to ask you guys, and I want you to leave me a comment and you let me know. This basil that has died back, if I cut it off and leave that root, will it sprout back up in the spring? That's what I want to know before I go to pulling these out of here. I'm not going to pull anything. Look at all this basil dead. I'm not going to pull anything until y'all let me know. Leave a comment and see if I can't just cut this back and maybe it'll come back. But y'all look at here. I was working in the garden. This is a little gardenia bush. I'm gonna have to get that out of here. Charlie picked me a flower off my gardenia bush, and she brought it over here, and I told her, I said, oh, Mammy's gonna plant it. And I stuck it here, and look at there, guys. It grew. Okay, now let's move over here and look and see what we got. I planted cabbage, but as you can see, nothing come up. I wonder if it's too late to try to plant again. But this right here is my King Tut purple sweet peas. They look good. They're growing good. They handled the cold good. I need to tie them up and start running them up on that trellis. Y'all guys, look at this. This is that celery that I planted last fall and spring, and it just grew. I cut it off. I left the root. I harvested, left the root, and it sprouted back up. It seems to be doing good. But look at these peppers. I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm glad these peppers is gone. so they are officially dead. I am going to pull them up because next year I will not be planting that many peppers, y'all. Okay, now the collard greens and the mustard greens seem to have taken like a little bit of hit, you know, with that cold. But they still look great, guys. Look, some of them's kind of wilted. I need to, this is all mustards on this side of the fence right here. On that other side is nothing but turnips. I need to go ahead and probably pick a mess of these and cook them. Look at these turnips. The turnips seem, they doing good too, but you know, they kind of look, some of them looks a little wilty, but I mean, whoo, they cold. I don't see no turnip roots on them or anything, but they look good to me, guys. They'll be okay. The wind's just got them flopped over, and it's got a couple of them wilted. Look, like this right here. But that's okay. That's okay. For as cold as it got, they should have done more than that. That's peppermint growing. I'm going to have to clean all this up, people. But it's too cold for me to be out here fooling with that. But this right here is my lemon balm. I can see it looks like a little bit of the frost got to it too. And the cold, the freeze, but it's doing okay. It's all right. I never came out here and harvested these. I just left them hanging. I thought you could just leave them hanging. So that's what I did. They did not make a whole bunch, guys, but they there. I want to use some of these for a dishwashing scrub sponge. And these are the few birdhouse gourds that I got. And these was those egg gourds. I got those. I planted some of those for the girls. Maybe they can plant. That's my okra. I've been just letting it dry. I need to harvest it so I can get those seeds. I just let it dry in the pod and I'll get those seeds. But guys, look at here. I want to show y'all this. How funny is this? Look at this gourd. It just grew, but look, it grew like the posts. Oh, there it is. Look at there. So hopefully they ain't ruined. Now look at these peppers. I did not pick these peppers. They all went to waste because my husband did not like them. I dehydrated a bunch just to add flavor to the garden, but he didn't like them, so he told me not to pick them. So I didn't, and I didn't have anybody to give them to because nobody wants to come and pick them. But this is the TP, guys. We saved it. Hopefully we can get another year out of it, and this will be the TP that we plant back and do our cucumbers and stuff on. And this is how the ground cover looks. I just let it grow. And Todd said we're just going to leave it down like this, and when springtime comes, then we'll clean it out, pull the paper up, and plow everything up. But for right now, we're going to just leave everything like it is. Because I was going to pick this fabric paper up and roll it up, and he said no. So I guess I'll let him be the boss on that. That's less work I got to do. But that's the garden, guys. I just want to show y'all that. Let y'all see how good the garlic's doing. And I hope it does well. I watched Cog Hill. I saw where he had ordered some of that elephant garlic from Haas Tools. So I ordered me some of that. And that's supposed to be coming in. And when that elephant garlic comes in, I'm going to plant that. Because, boy, that was some big, nice garlic. So, I had messaged him and asked if it was too late, you know, for our zone. He said, no, just plant it as soon as I get it in. So, I'm going to go ahead and plant that. But, my plan is to, later on my asparagus. I've got to dig my asparagus up, and I'm moving it to this big bed over here that's beside the fence because it's too crowded in there, and I need to spread that out. So that I'll be working on that this winter too. And Thanksgiving is almost here, y'all, and you know what? Todd's gonna start the greenhouse. I'm so excited because I don't have a greenhouse right now. So my lunchbox orange plant that I've had for a couple years, I moved it inside his shop and I put a grow light on it. So to protect it from being out in the cold. But that's all I have for today. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave me a comment about the basil and let me know if I can just cut that off. So thank you. God bless. We love y'all.